Yo, what is up, my friends? Welcome back into the podcast. Yet another episode of Crushing Fantasy Football. I am Bryce Lockridge, your host of the show. Guys, today I'm going to be giving you my buy low trade targets. There are a lot of really good ones right now, guys, because there's players that I know for a fact are going to be great from a season-long standpoint that might have underperformed this past week or even the past couple of weeks. And some players in your league might be low on these guys right now, so it's the perfect time to buy low on these players and add a stud to your roster. All right, guys, I'm going to get right into it, but if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. And if you do enjoy my content today, give me that thumbs up. Likes help my channel tremendously. All right, guys, I'm going to get right into my buy low candidates, starting with Keenan Allen. Guys, Keenan Allen has been outperformed by his teammate Mike Williams significantly as far as fantasy points in the young season. But, guys, it's still early. This dude is still out targeting Mike Williams 53 to 51. He's getting the ball in a lot of the high leverage third down situations. And this dude is a candidate every week for 10 plus targets. He just hasn't had the huge breakout play like a 50-yard touchdown catch yet that has given him a monster fantasy performance. That is the only reason why he hasn't had huge fantasy output. The only reason that Mike Williams is outperforming him is because he's getting these huge plays like 75-yard touchdown catches and 50-yard touchdown catches, guys. These are not the kind of thing that happen very often. They only happen maybe 3 or 4 times in a season for a particular player. So Mike Williams has already had a lot of those monster plays that, only happen rarely. And Keenan Allen is due for having some of those huge plays himself. And from a season-long standpoint, guys, Keenan Allen will probably still outperform Mike Williams. I know that's saying a lot right now considering how much Mike Williams has outperformed him so far. But keep in mind that Keenan Allen is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, probably the best route runner in the league, and he's got the best quarterback he's ever had in a second-year, Justin Herbert, throwing him the ball. So all the boxes are checked for this dude to have elite fantasy production this year. He's just underperformed so far, but it's a complete fluke, and this dude's going to be a monster. Buy low on him while you have the chance. All right, guys, my next buy low candidate is Terry McLaurin. Guys, I am so big on this dude from a sheer talent standpoint. He's a 4.35 guy, 6'1", jacked, alpha build wide receiver. And he's had a bunch of different quarterbacks in his career, and he produces elite fantasy production no matter who his quarterback is. That is a sign of a true wide receiver one. This guy can get it done with anybody throwing him the ball. It does not even matter. And he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He's put up a dud 2 out of the last 3 weeks, but he's still the focal point of the offense. He's still receiving right around 10 targets per game with 49 targets on the young season. And this dude is going to be a fantasy monster. He's going to go off most weeks. And I think his floor is even higher than he's presented in the young season. This dude is a weapon, and you need to buy low on him while you have the chance. All right, guys, my next buy low player is Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs has underperformed tremendously, guys. This offense has just been spreading the ball around so much more than it did last year. Last year, it was the all Stefon Diggs show. This year, they've been spreading the ball around. But look, here's the deal. When the Bills are in high leverage situations and when they're in closer games, which they will be in closer games, guys. It's the NFL. Every team is good. They're going to look for Stefon Diggs because he is their best receiver. They've been blowing the doors off of teams, so they've been able to spread the ball around more because they're not in high leverage situations. Whenever they really need a first down on a 3rd and 18 or whenever they really need a touchdown at the end of the half or the end of a game, Stefon Diggs is going to be the guy they look for. So his underperformance thus far has been an absolute fluke. All the boxes are checked for Stefon Diggs to be a beast, guys. Elite talent, elite offense, great quarterback, plenty of opportunity share. He's still getting targeted a lot. This dude's going to go off this year, so buy low on him while you have the chance. My next buy low candidate is Calvin Ridley, guys. Calvin Ridley didn't make the trip to London. He's put up a dud a few weeks this season. He hasn't really had a monster fantasy performance yet, but he's still getting heavily targeted. In almost every game he's played in, he's had 10-plus targets. He's the focal point of the offense, and he's still got a competent Matt Ryan throwing him the ball, guys. Don't count Matt Ryan out just yet. He's still capable of producing elite fantasy production for his number 1 wide receiver, and that is Calvin Ridley. So Calvin Ridley's still going to be a beast, guys. Buy low on him while you have the chance. My next buy low candidate is DJ Moore, and he had a dud this past week, only had like 37 yards or something like that, but the reason he's in my buy low is because I think a lot of people think that when Christian McCaffrey comes back, DJ Moore's production is automatically going to go to shit, and that is not the case, guys. This is a true wide receiver one, and they trust Sam Darnold to get him the ball. They can't run Christian McCaffrey on every play. They're going to have to pass the ball eventually. And when they do pass the ball, it's going to be to DJ Moore because this dude is a target hog. He's a super elite talent. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he can do it all. And this is a dude you want in your lineup. Buy low on him while you have the chance. All right, guys. My next buy low player is going to be Tony Pollard. Gosh, guys, you want every part of this Cowboys backfield. I'm telling you, man. They got a great offensive line. Zeke and Tony Pollard are the two best running backs in football, or two of the best running backs in football from a yards per carry standpoint. This is the best running back duo in the league behind Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. And they are very close to Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in talent, I'm telling you, boys. And the offensive line is great. So you want every part of this Cowboys backfield. Tony Pollard will be a solid flex player going forward for the rest of the season. So scoop Tony Pollard up, buy low on him while you have the chance. My last and final buy low player is going to be Darren Waller, guys. Darren Waller is coming off a bad week. The Raiders' offense just wasn't clicking this week. That's the only reason Darren Waller didn't have a good game. This dude is a candidate every week for 8+ targets from the tight end position. Guys, this is elite target share for a tight end. Tight ends do not get targeted 8+ times a game. Tight ends don't put up 100-yard games like Darren Waller does. This is one of the biggest difference-making players in all of fantasy football. Because elite tight ends can give you huge point swings, and he is that elite tight end. Hasn't really gone off so far like you think he would have, but look, Dawson Knox is outperforming Darren Waller. Come on, guys. This is an absolute fluke. Darren Waller's way better than Dawson Knox. These things are going to even themselves out, and over the course of an entire season, I still think that Darren Waller will finish as the number 2 tight end right behind Travis Kelce, so you want to buy low on him and scoop him up while you have the chance. All right, guys, those are my buy low players for the week. I hope this video helped. Make sure to get these guys while you have the chance, guys, because it only takes one boom week for players in your league to change your mind on these guys and be like, oh, well, I'm not trading Darren Waller now. He just got me 25 fantasy points. Only takes 1 week for them to change their mind, guys. You've got to buy these players while people are low on them, all right? So, scoop them if you have the chance. They're going to help you win. All right, guys, I appreciate you tuning into the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and do give me that like if you enjoyed the content today. I will catch y'all later.